Hi there and welcome to Startup Central. I'm Nayantara Rai, working from home as must all of you. We're not just working from home, we're also studying your kids, or even if you want to upskill. And with that, ladies and gentlemen, I'm going to put the spotlight on a startup whose revenues have grown 82% during the lockdown. That's right, when a lot of startups are staring at the proposition of maybe having to shut down, downsize, just worry about survival. This startup, Unacademy, has grown its revenues by 82% in April. I'm going to put that in context for you. The revenues recorded by Unacademy in the month of April are more than what it clocked in 2017, 18, and the first half of 2019 combined. Joining me to talk about that and a lot more is the co-founder, Gaurav Munjal. Gaurav, I know you're safe and healthy and also thriving during the lockdown. You really innovated, whether it is live classes for school children or roping in the Indian skipper Virat Kohli and his wife Anushka Sharma for live classes, Shashi Tharoor. I can safely say that you've done really well during the lockdown.
So I think our fundamental belief is that we have built a product that is 10x better than anything else out there in the market. And our goal in this lockdown has been to make sure that it's also the most affordable product. It's the most affordable product in the market, and our goal has been to reach as many people as possible because people need our product. And what we have seen is that because of the lockdown, the hesitation to try online learning has gone away because that's the only option. And when people are trying it, people are realizing that that it's amazing, that it's actually better than anything else out there, including offline or online. So I think what we have done in the last couple of years and figured out that product market fit and made something that can really help people crack that examination. I think the result of that is that today we have so many users. I mean, we now have almost 1.4 lakh 140,000 paid users, paid subscribers on the platform. And I think we have ramped up our marketing efforts in the lockdown period, obviously, but that has also helped us reach as many people as possible.
Okay, and you clearly innovated, but the fact is you had also taken a lead in that. I remember having you on the show even before the Janta curfew, when we had seen Unacademy and other edtech startups rise to the occasion and also make a lot of the courses free. Is that still what you guys are doing? And has that also therefore helped in brand building, brand recognition, and just getting traffic out there?
I mean, that's how Unacademy started when we started teaching for free on YouTube and then our own platform. So I think that is the core of what we do. So still there is so many classes, there are so much content that is available for free. In fact, all our educators have to mandatorily take free classes every month for which we pay them. We pay our educators to take free classes for students every month. That does two things. One, what we started as, which is basically to reach out to learners and make them aware about online learning, that is served, and also it helps us to make the brand more aware in the market. In fact, we are seeing more traction on our free courses than we have ever seen in the last couple of years.
So, but you're also burning cash, right? Like if you're going to get the Indian skipper Virat Kohli and his wife Anushka Sharma, I know they were a big hit. It would have also meant a big spend, right?
I think we are inching towards profitability. I think we should be profitable in the next 6 to 8 months. I think our unit economics, everything is looking better with time because it's also a scale subscription business. So I think what happens is that because we are getting so many subscribers, and yes, we are spending on teachers and marketing, but our revenues are also growing highly, and our losses are reducing actually. So I think we should be profitable in 6 to 8 months.
How many people signed up for Virat Kohli's and Anushka Sharma's masterclass? Did they teach together or separately?
They taught together, and it was an amazing class. I attended the whole class. It was one of the first classes of Unacademy that I attended fully, because I am not preparing for any examination, but I sat down for the whole class, which has never happened in school or college also. But I saw the whole class. It was amazing, and it's also available out there. I request all of you to see it. It was a very inspiring session.
But what did they teach?
And sorry, you asked me number of people. They at one point there were around 50,000 people who were watching that class live.
So 50,000 people logged in to watch and to learn from Virat Kohli and Anushka Sharma. What did they teach? That's what I want to know.
They were talking about determination, perseverance, and they were telling stories from their lives on how it was basically an inspirational talk for the students, because for students, for a lot of them, exams have been delayed. So they are in that state of uncertainty, what to do. Should we study right now? When will the exams happen, etc. So they taught about how to be fine and how to accept the reality, and actually double down on these moments of uncertainty and keep your focus, because while others are unfocused right now or distracted, you can actually utilize this time to get ahead of everyone else. So they were talking about stories from different aspects of their life, and how students should not give up hope, and they should persist and be determined to crack the examinations.
Okay, so they taught that, and obviously, you know, their Virat Kohli's aggression, mental grit is very well documented. It's what
I know you're a big fan of Virat Kohli.
What about Shashi Tharoor? I know for a fact that he... Huh? Sorry?
I know that you are a big fan of Virat Kohli. You made it very clear before the session.
Yes, I did. Yes, I did. I mean, why wouldn't I be a fan of Virat Kohli? I love cricket. But tell me, Shashi Tharoor, what did he teach? Was it English language? Was it vocabulary?
I think Mr. Shashi Tharoor took 5 classes, very, very interesting classes. I saw some of them. His first class, for example, was on United Nations, and again he was sharing his life experiences and his experience with United Nations when he was a part of it. And then there were some classes on Indian history. So I think there were some classes on international relations. So he took around 5 classes, and he was more than anything. What we also saw interestingly was that he liked taking the classes. So his team was reaching out to our team, and they always wanted to know how many learners are there. And for him, it was a great experience teaching online, because suddenly, like, he gives so many talks, etc., at various conferences. But suddenly there are, at one point, 25,000 people were attending his class live. So he was very excited by that. And I think he loved the experience. And I think at some point we will get him back on the platform, because he's an amazing educator.
Did he throw some big words that people struggled with? Did they increase and improve their vocabulary?
Probably. I did not attend his classes, but the feedback that I got was that people loved his classes.
Okay, so Gaurav, now tell me what happens. You have invented, reinvented, risen to the occasion during COVID, whether it's live classes, free classes, expanding the pool, master classes from cricketers to Bollywood celebs to Shashi Tharoor. What's next now? How are you going to further reinvent? What's the vision going forward?
See, what we have done is that, as I said in that note on Twitter also, that we have grown 10x in the last 1 year, and as I'd mentioned you in the show earlier also, I'd mentioned to you in the show earlier also that we will be a unicorn very soon. So I think more than anything, more than the cause of a celebration, I think it's a responsibility now. If we are a market leader in live learning, it's our responsibility to keep innovating. Now, whether that means that we launch more products for the test prep market, or we go into K-12 market, or we experiment something like a masterclass, we are yet to figure it out. We are dabbling with a lot of ideas internally, but we are clear that we want to be the most iconic company that builds the best products for education and learning, and that is our core vision. And let's say Unacademy is one product where we are solving the test prep market. But there is so much in learning that is yet to be solved, and we think that we are miles ahead of anyone else out there. And we are one of the most innovative companies in this market. So our goal is to, and it's a big responsibility now. I mean, we have been so lucky and fortunate to get this responsibility to get this opportunity to reach here. So now it's even more responsible. So we have to be now even more responsible to make even better products to solve the learning and education problem, or to make the systems better, or to make the systems more efficient. It's our responsibility. So we see this as our goal and responsibility to launch better products, to launch great products, and we'll figure out. I think everyone should stay tuned to what we will launch next, because whatever we will do, we will make sure that it's a revolutionary product.
Fair point. You've risen to the occasion. You're going to be a unicorn. You're inventing, reinventing. You've shown that actually by delivering. But Gaurav, what the lockdown has also taught us is that how we need to more than ever rely on digital when it comes to education. Where are you as far as this debate goes? Obviously, the brick and mortar schools are not going to go anywhere. Social engagement is a very important learning too. But post-lockdown, how do you see edtech being? Right now, you're also seeing a massive surge, a rise, because everybody is in lockdown. But once that's lifted, what would be a good mix, and what do you think is going to be the mix?
See, let me clarify a few things. Our January and Feb revenue was still 10x from last year, so we were growing a lot. I think what this period did was what we could have done, the revenues that we could have done 5-6 months later, we started doing it today, or maybe 3-4 months later, we started doing it today. Even before this whole even before the whole COVID-19 thing, we were very, very bullish that live learning is the way, online learning is the way, because we have seen the signs, we have seen the NPS scores of our user, we have seen how happy the users are, and that the experience that they are getting is significantly better than anything else out there. So we were anyway very bullish. What this time period did was and it's not just for education, it's for every digital product. Now you have people playing Tambola on Zoom. I have my extended family which plays Tambola on Zoom every weekend. Or, sometimes some of my California friends and I had a drinking session last week where we were drinking wine on Zoom. So many different possibilities are happening, and people are accepting it. People have become more accepting of these new behavior changes. So now what are responsibility? See, obviously, I believe that the whole social environment is needed for school education, etc. But I think more than ever, our conviction in online learning has gone even way higher. So, for example, for categories like test prep, I don't think there should be offline institutions. And yes, I am biased, but I am also audaciously saying that there should not be any offline institutions. Everything should move online. And then I'm saying this to offline institutions also. The offline institutions that are there right now, if you do not move online, you will be disrupted. So, it's not even like I'm talking to them as a competitor. I'm talking to them as a well-wisher, that please do not treat this as a temporary thing. Please do not think that you'll take classes on Zoom for 3 months and then you'll go back to offline. See, there might be more spikes of the virus. We have seen that the countries that have tried to ease out the restrictions are seeing another spike. So we don't know if maybe we'll go into another lockdown 3 months later. We don't know that today. But if we do that, it's better for everyone, all the institutions, to be prepared and know that maybe a version of online, they should not treat it as a temporary reality, but as a permanent reality. Because if you treat it as a temporary reality, you'll implement shoddy solutions. And I know by recommending this, I'm increasing I'm increasing competition for myself, but that's not society progresses if we embrace technology. So all in all, the entire market will benefit from it. Yes, there will be more competition, but it's good for the consumers at the end of the day. It's good for the students because high quality education will be available across the country. So I think we should embrace it. Yes, obviously there will be offline institutions, offline events. Schools will reopen eventually, but we should also embrace technology, and maybe we should see in what areas we can completely start using technology.
Okay, so that's the future of technology and education, and here it no better than a startup that's soon going to be a unicorn, has invented and reinvented. Gaurav Munjal, always a pleasure talking to you. Thank you so much for joining us here on Startup Central. Hope to see you in person once the lockdown ends and once, of course, social distancing also comes to a close.